Good morning, students. Welcome again into the chemistry class. Now we are learning today the polyesters, that is the polyester fibers or polyester polymers. Now the polyester polymers always have a ester linkage which joins the repeating units, that is the monomers in that polymer. So the name is polyester, as there are the so many ester linkages in this polymer. So the name is given as the polyester fibers or polyester polymer. Now commercially, the most important polyester fiber is the terylene, and this terylene is also called as the Dacron in USA. Now it have the three names: polyester fiber, terylene and Dacron. If they ask the question, write down the preparation of the terylene or write down the preparation of polyester, then same, that is the reactions you have to given here. And the another name in USA of this polyester fiber, that is the terylene, is the Dacron. Now it is obtained by condensation polymerization. You know the condensation polymerization. During the classification of the polymers, we already learn about the condensation polymerization. In condensation polymerization, what happened? Two large molecules condense together and there is elimination of a small molecule like water or methyl alcohol. Now see here, which are the monomers? Now this is the copolymer because two different types of monomers are used to prepare the terylene. Now it is obtained by the condensation polymerization of ethylene glycol. Now this is the ethylene glycol. Now you know the glycol. The dihydroxy alcohols are called as the glycol. Now as the name is ethylene glycol, so the two hydrogen atoms of the ethane on each carbon atom of the ethane is replaced by the 1,1 OH group here. So the name is ethylene glycol. This is the dihydroxy alcohol. Now this is the one of the monomer, and another monomer is the terephthalic acid. Now this is the terephthalic acid. Now benzene ring and 2COOH group. Now this is also the dicarboxylic acid, terephthalic acid. 1,4-dicarboxylic benzene dioic acid. Now this is the 1,4-benzene dioic acid. The another name, commercial name of this is the terephthalic acid. Now in the presence of the catalyst and high temperature, these two monomers condense together. Now we have to take the N number. N means so many numbers of monomers of ethylene glycol and number of monomers of terephthalic acids are given. And in the presence of a very special catalyst, zinc acetate antimony trioxide catalyst. Now this zinc acetate and antimony trioxide mix together and form the catalyst zinc acetate antimony trioxide. Now this is the very that is you have to remember the name of the catalyst, zinc acetate antimony trioxide. And the temperature required is also very high, about 420 to 460 Kelvin temperature is required. As this is the condensation reaction of this, there is the elimination of the water molecule. So n number of water molecules get eliminated. Now how the number of water molecules get eliminated here? Suppose this is the one of the OH, this, and again take this hydrogen only, H of this ethylene glycol, and the OH of this forms the one water molecule. Another water molecule is eliminated from this of the hydrogen, and this is the OH of the another carboxylic acid group. Now in this way, there is the if we use the 1,1, that is the monomer, then there is the elimination of two water molecule. So we are using the n numbers of monomers. So there are the elimination of twice n minus twice n number of water molecule. Now double the number of water molecules get eliminated. Now see here, this hydrogen and this OH form the water molecule. So there is only this oxygen and here is the not OH, that is the group of the carboxylic acid. Again this hydrogen or all this OH group and this hydrogen gets eliminated. So there is only this CH2O, C double bond O and the benzene ring and this. In this way there is formation of another, again there is the terephthalic acid, another there is the ethylene glycol. In this way n number of these monomers get attached to each other and there is formation of this ester linkage. Now see, this is the ester linkage. CH2O, C double bond O, again here is the R. Now the general formula of ester is R, C double bond O, R dash. You know, this is the ester. Now this is the ester linkage, C double bond O, C double bond O. So many ester linkages are there in this pteryline fiber or pteryline polymer. So it is called as the polyester. Poly means many. Many ester linkages are there. Now this is the, in this way there is the esterification reaction. Now this is the trans-esterification reaction. That means there is a formation of ester from the alcohol, dihydroxyalcohol and dicarboxylic acid. So it is trans-esterification and there is formation of many of such ester linkages. So this polymer is called as the polyester. But it is also called as the pteryline. From terephthalic, the teri, and from ethylene is the lin. So pteryline is the name is given to this polymer, and in the USA, America, it is also known as the dacron. Now let us see the properties of this polymer. Now pteryline have very high melting point, about 265 degrees centigrade. Now it melts at a very high that is the temperature, and it is about 265 degrees centigrade. So it is used very in the domestic purposes in formation of fabrics. Again it can be blended with the wool and cotton and forms the that is the terrycot and terrywool like of the fabrics. So it is very having the high melting point, this fiber or this polymer. Again it resists to chemicals and water. That means there is no action of any chemical or water molecule on pteryline. It is the waterproof that is plastic, or it is a waterproof polymer, pteryline. And so there is no action of water or any chemicals on this fiber, pteryline. It is used to making the wrinkle-free fabrics. That means there is no required ironing. If we use the pteryline fabric, the ironing is not required. So it forms the wrinkle-free. Wrinkle-free means there is no wrinkles in these fabrics. And by blending means it owns with the that is the cotton. It can blend with the cotton and form the terrycot, that is the fabric. You always learn about this the name of the terrycot. Terrycot is nothing but pteryline and cotton, both fibers get blended with together and form the terrycot. And terrywool is again that is the pteryline and wool when get blends with each other, there is formation of the fabric, that is the terrywool. Now and also it is used to make the glass of the safety helmets. This is the very important, that is the polymer. It is used in making the glass of the safety helmet. Again the PET, that is the polyethylene terephthalate. Now this is the another trade name of the polyesters, that is the polyethylene terephthalate. In short it is called as the PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Now this is which is the another trade name of the polyester and used in making the bottles and jam, packaging, containers and so on. So PET is the thermoplastic polymer. Again there is the that is polyester, that is the polycarbonate, which is the thermosetting polyester or thermosetting resins are made by using the that is the polyester, or it is also called as the polycarbonate. Now polycarbonates are the very useful thermosetting resins polymer. Now this is about the polyester. Now let us learn the next, that is the important polymer. Now pay attention students. This is the another polymer. The name of this polymer is Bonaes rubber. Now this is nothing but it also known as SBR, that is styrene butadiene rubber, because it is the copolymer of styrene and butadiene, and it is the condensation polymerization is carried out during the formation of the Bonaes or SBR, styrene butadiene rubber. Now this Bonaes is an elastomer. Now this is the rubber, that is elastomer, which is a copolymer of styrene and butadiene. Now this is the butadiene. Now this is 1,3-butadiene. If you do number here, now this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 1, 3 and there are the 4 carbon atoms. So it is the butene, but as there are the 2 double bonds at 1 and 3rd position of the carbon atom, so it is the 1,3-butadiene. And the another, that is the monomer required to prepare this Bonaes rubber, that is the SBR, is the styrene. Now styrene is nothing but the benzene ring have this CH double bond CH2, that is the vinyl group joined to the benzene ring. C6H5 means this is the benzene ring. So at benzene ring there is the attachment of this CH double bond CH2 units. Now that is the styrene, remember that. Now both of these two monomers requires as 75 parts of butadiene are required and only 25 parts of the styrene are required to prepare this polymer. And this polymerizes or condenses in the presence of the sodium. So this copolymer usually obtained from the 75 parts of butadiene and 25 parts of styrene by adding by addition polymerization. This is the addition polymerization. Remember that, not the condensation. It is the addition. Only addition reaction is there, and this is the addition polymerization by the action of sodium. Sodium is required, and after that it can be vulcanized with the sulfur, and there is the crisscross linking of sulfur can be make in the network like of the polymer. So it can be vulcanized with the sulfur later. Now see how actually the reaction is carried out. Now this is the 1,3-butadiene and this is styrene in the presence of sodium. What happened? Now there are the so many 1,3-butadiene monomers are there. So here is this shows that so many linkages are attached to this, because this is the polymer, very high molecular weight, addition polymerization. So if there is the another butadiene monomer is there, the double bond attacks on this first carbon of this. At the same time, this goes here, this double bond, and again this attack with the another, that is the butadiene units or with the styrene. And see here, in this way, this CH2, this is continuation. Now this is CH2, here becomes single bond because this bond shift here. Again there is the double bond between these CH, there is the double bond. Again this double bond attacks on the another butadiene unit. So there only the single bond is remain, and this CH2 again attached with the another butadiene units of the CH2, that is the first. Again there is the single bond because this attack again or this shift here. So there is the CH2 single bond CH. Again here is the double bond. Again the double bond attack on this, that is the styrene. So there is only single bond, and this CH2 this double bond attacks on this CH2. So there is the this CH2, and when this attack on this CH2, this shift to the next, that is the unit of the butadiene. So there is only the single bond between this CH2CH. CH2CH, there is the single bond. Now this benzene ring attaches as a side chain here. This benzene ring attaches as a side chain, and again there is the another butadiene units CH2, CH2 dash CH double bond CH. Now in this way, first two butadiene units get attached by addition polymerization, and the second butadiene unit adds into the styrene, and continuously this chain reaction carried out by addition polymerization, and very, that is the high molecular weight rubber is obtained. It is called as the styrene butadiene rubber or Bona S. Now this styrene butadiene rubber SBr is superior than the natural rubber, because natural rubber is only of the that is the polymer of only the 1,3-butadiene. Now this Bona S is superior than the natural rubber with regard to mechanical strength. The mechanical strength of Bona S, that is SBr, is more than natural rubber and has abrasion resistance. There is no abrasion on this polymer, so it is abrasion resistant, and it is used in so also it is used as it is abrasion resistant. There is no abrasion scratches on this polymer, so it is used in making the tire, or it is hence it is used in the tire industry. Remember that. So tires of the vehicles are made by using this Bona S rubber, that is the styrene butadiene. It is the very important use of this styrene butadiene rubber, that is for making the tires. Now let us study the next, that is the polymer neoprene. The name is neoprene, but it is made from the monomers, that is the chloroprene. Now what is this chloroprene? Chloroprene are nothing but they are the 1,3-butadiene, but they are 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene. So neoprene is the synthetic rubber. We will see the reaction later on. Now neoprene is the synthetic rubber which is the condensation polymer of chloroprene, and chloroprene are nothing but they are the monomers of the neoprene rubber, and this chloroprene have the that is the IUPAC name 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene, and chloroprene then polymerizes. These monomers chloroprene then polymerizes rapidly in the presence of oxygen to give the neoprene. Now these are also the rubbers or elastomers and used in the manufacture of the rubber band, hair bands. It can be vulcanized again with the sulfur in the presence of magnesium oxide. Now let us learn how is the reaction carried out during the formation of this neoprene rubber from the chloroprene. Now pay attention here. Let us learn how the neoprene, that is the elastomer or rubber, is manufactured or polymerized. Now the main, that is the monomer for that is the chloroprene. Now chloroprene is nothing but the 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene. Now let us number. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. On the second carbon there is the chlorine atom. So and there are the 2 double bonds here. So it is the diene. And as there are the 4 carbon atoms, it is the butadiene, and the double bonds are on the first and third carbon atom. So it is the 1,3-butadiene. But due to the chlorine atom on the second carbon, the name of this chloroprene is IUPAC name is 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene. Now it polymerizes and there is formation of this neoprene. Now there are, suppose take the 2 molecules CH2 double bond C, Cl, CH double bond CH2. Now here is the 4 bonds of this to this carbon, and again there is suppose CH2 CCl CH double bond CH2. This is the another monomer. 2 molecules of monomers we have taken here. Now here again there is the another third molecule is here. So the this double bond of that another molecule, the last double bond of that attacks on this first carbon atom. At the same time this double bond goes here. Again this attack on this CH2. At the same time what happened? Again, sorry, here is the double bond is here on this, and therefore again this double bond goes to here and this attack on the next, that is the fourth monomer. Now see what is there. Now see this CH2. Now here is the bond, because continuously there are the n numbers of units get attached. Now this CH2 is there. Again this CCl, this double bond shift here between this carbon and this CH. Here is the double bond now. Again this double bond attack on the next. So here is the single bond and it attacks on the next unit. So there is the bond and so many n number of these units of the chloroprene attached to each other in this way, and there is formation of this neoprene rubber or neoprene polymer. Now this neoprene is particularly resistant to petroleum. There is no effect of petroleum on neoprene. Again vegetable oils, there is no effect of vegetable oils on this neoprene. As well as light and heat also does no effect, or there is this neoprene is not affected by light and heat also, and vegetable oils and petroleum also not affect on this neoprene. So it is resistance to petroleum, vegetable oil, light as well as heat. Neoprene is used in making hose pipes for transport of gasoline and making gasket. This is also used for making gaskets of, that is the cookers, and again for the transport of gasoline, the pipes which are used called as the hose pipes are made from the neoprene. It is used for manufacturing insulator cables also. Again in jackets, in belts of power transmission and conveying belts, in etc. Or in all these, this neoprene is used. So this is very important polymer. If you understand students this neoprene, and the first one we already learn about, that is the terylene also, and again that is one of the SBR, that is the bound IS. All these polymers if you understand very well, then you can like, share and subscribe this video, and tell the other students of the 12th science to like, subscribe this video. Thank you very much.